Um, Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jennifer's Perspective here at Choices Life Coaching. And I just want to say welcome, 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 welcome. And before we start our show, I would just like to give my deepest condolences. We're sending deepest condolences out to the Bowen family. Uh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And Miss Cherry, you was a beautiful woman, a great neighbor, and a great friend. And we all loved your cooking, especially the Jamaican black cake. And you were really loved. And we love you and we miss you. And my condolences go out to the family. And on another note, we'll just pick up where we left off at side hustle part 2. And when you're doing a side hustle, I think you need to be in the right frame of mind, especially when you need a willingness to learn and experiment. Even if you're a long time serial hustler, some of us have learned and have some of us learn in many different ways, and some of us learn by doing, and many of us, majority of us, all of us have a talent and a gift. Now, what we do with those talents and those gifts and abilities is up to us, okay? God says that He will bless everything that we put our hands to, and He's given us all talents, gifts, and abilities, and given us the ability to have creative ideas. So, when we're creating or when we are deciding on a side hustle, we need to learn how we need to think. And once we start thinking, yeah, that was silly statement, but anyway, okay. We need to be in the right frame of mind, one. And the second thing is the willingness to act. Now, a lot of us have a lot of ideas that we haven't followed through on. And I think that, you know, it can benefit a lot of people, whatever your creative idea is, or you can also turn it into a profitable business. Now, the first thing is you must be willing to follow through the entire process. Don't start your creative idea, the creative thinking, uh, to either bring in additional finances, make additional money, bring your gift and share it with the world. You need to be able to complete the process. Okay? Now, when you start, you're going to tweak it, modify it, and everything like that, but that's expected. Okay? And also, if you started a side hustle before, and many years ago, you know that the overall situation in life changes over time. So, side hustlers, you got to be flexible and you can fulfill different roles at different times. Okay, as you select your goal, it may help to see how other side hustlers made their decisions based on the goals that they have set. Now, goal number one would be, or reason number one, goal number one would be to either make some extra cash for a specific purpose, whether it is to pay off a loan or to buy a big ticket item, take a vacation, or just build up your emergency fund. These are all good reasons. The second goal would be to create a substantial and ongoing source of sustainable income that makes a difference in the quality of your life. Okay? We all know that We can't do anything if we don't have enough money. We can't bless somebody. We can't be a blessing. We can't go where we want to go, do what we want to do, buy what we want to buy, unless everything, money makes the world go around. A lot of people don't like to discuss it. And I think it's a shame because people need to know how to make money and how to manage that money. Okay. And when you start your side hustle, you can either replace your current income that's on the 9 to 5, or you can use that to do something better, have a better lifestyle, or uh, help a family member, help your kids get through college, save for a rainy day, or just get out of debt. You can use it to whatever you need the money for. You can just use it. But I think we need to stop wasting time and letting other people come up with the ideas, and we just sit back and don't do anything with it. And I think a lot of us have great ideas. Some of us are great cooks, very talented. Uh, you can start selling food from your house, plate by plate. Eventually, as it continues to grow, open up a restaurant. You can, if you want to open up a travel company, you can do Uber. Whatever it is that you have an idea for, try it. If it fails, try something else, but keep trying and don't give up, okay? I remember there was a lady, I think this is when I lived in New York City, and she used to attend, she was one of the ladies in our church, and she made these cute little things. Her name is, we used to call her Sister Virginia. That's her name. And that's when people used to read a lot of books. Now everything is on the notepad, the phone, the tablet, and everything. And she would make these really nice little bookmarks, and I don't know how she did it, but she would make them and laminate them. She would put a photo on it. She would put a Bible scripture on it or a positive quote on it. And that was just a hobby that she did. And it was genius because, we would all be sitting in church or whatever, and she would take the bookmarks and she would hand them out, or she would give it to the ladies, and then she would have different scriptures, different colors, different positive quotes, different ideas, and stuff like that. And if you like gardening, if you're a photographer and you'd like to take photos, if you're a camera buff and you think you're fairly decent, find out what it takes to open your own photography business. You can do it online. If you like to garden, make calendars. If you like to sew and you're very creative and you like to make clothes, make a hat, whatever it is that you like to do. You like to open up your own travel company. You want to be an event planner. You want to open up your own tourist company. You can be a tour guide. Whatever it is that you think that you can do, take that idea and find out how you can make it into a profitable business. And for some of you who don't know how, contact me, get in contact with me, and I'll help you. Okay? The next reason for us to shape that side hustle is that you want to put it into good soil. So when you think of something that's creative, you want to design it the best way that you can. So first of all, you need an arsenal of ideas. Open up that magnificent, brilliant brain that we all have, and you get to thinking. And once you start jotting down ideas, it's like the floodgates is going to open, and bam, you're going to come up with so many things that you can do. You can open up your own daycare center. You can start running, babysitting kids in your house. That's what I used to do. I ran a babysitting daycare center in my home many, many years ago. This was back in the mid 90s, I think, late 90s. And such a good thing because I had little kids that I took care of during the daytime. And then I had a set of kids that I would pick up after school and do their homework and, take care of them, feed them until their parents come home. And then I had another set of kids that their parents worked the night shift, and the kids would come. They were my neighbors, and I would keep the kids because I had like a 3-bedroom apartment, and I would put the children in a room and they would sleep at night, and then I would take them to school and take them to school in the morning, and then I pick them up after school, and then I would watch the other kids during the day. So there's always ways that we can reach out to our neighbors, find out who needs help, who has children, what shift they're on, and whether or not they need help. That's a good idea. That's a nice little side hustle. So if you want to open up a little boutique or a secondhand store or a commissary, what is that? A consignment. You have so many ways not only to help yourself, but to help other people and to bring in additional income. Okay, so once you start thinking, get those synapses, those brain synapses snapping. Okay, you can sell makeup, you can sell health products. Everybody's on this marijuana thing and this CBD thing or whatever. Find something to do and find a good place to put your money so that it'll grow. Okay, and then you're going to predict the future. You're going to see things. You already see how you want things to be done. Like see the end from the beginning. You want it to be successful and profitable. See the colors, see the type of people that you're going to introduce your product to. Okay, if you're very creative and you like to make things from scratch, okay, more power to you. Okay, I can't do that. I'm not like that, but I think a lot. So you can do that. If you're very arts and craftsy, find out if you can. I saw a young lady on Facebook, and I remember when she started just sewing, she started making little things. Now, I must say, Miss Berlant, your aprons are friggin' fantastic. You have improved in such a tremendous way that if you ever decide to sell those aprons, you can, for barbecues, for summer events, you can give them for Father's Day gifts. There's so many things and ideas that we have and hobbies that we just sit around the house and we're spending money to buy the materials, so once we've spent the money to buy the materials with our little hobby, let's take those hobbies and turn it into money, and sustainable money, okay? Sustainable income that can help supplement your 9 to 5, or you can actually, if the business goes real well and if it's doing really, really well, you can quit your 9 to 5 at some point and just run your business, okay? Now, when you do that, you have to learn how money grows on trees, because some people don't think that it does, but it does. There's plenty of money out there, and a lot of us are leaving a lot of money on the table, and we are spending more than we're making, and we're letting money sit on the table, and that's not a good idea. Okay, learn the 3 qualities of a great idea and how to find the ones with the most potential. Brainstorm, 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 borrow, 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 and steal an idea if you have to. But take that idea, don't copy it or duplicate it, because then you'll get sued for copyrights and all that other kind of stuff, and you don't want to do that. So basically, find out how somebody else is doing something and observe what it is they're doing, and take that idea and make it into your own idea. Okay, this is the part of the side hustle. And then you're going to weigh those obstacles and opportunities of each idea that you come up with it. And now that you have those ideas, examine them, take a good look at them, think if is this feasible? Can I really do this? Who do I need to talk to? Or what is it I need to learn? But find out what it is you need to do in order to bring that idea to fruition. Okay, and closely understand the pros and the cons. You need to know the pros and the cons. Okay, Erin McDonald, I just like to thank you. I just want to say shout out to you, girl. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Tony Pierre, nice to see you. Eric, hey, Eric, welcome back. Nice to see you. Augustine, thank you for joining me. Hey, Michael, thanks for joining. Now, we all have talents, okay? Hope you guys had a really good day. But let's see it fill you up with some self-confidence and give you some and help you to get some clarity. Once you get the clarity, we're going to build up our self-confidence and we're going to put these ideas into action. Okay? You're going to forecast and then you're going to profit. Forecast your profit. You could take a piece of paper or do it on a back of a napkin, sit down with a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and start thinking, doodling, just doodling. Estimate the profit of your side hustle. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of money. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make money, but you have to do something. Okay, and you don't need a finance degree, and you don't need to have a scientific calculator, and you don't have to either own a business before or anything like that. You understand? You just have to have a desire and the willingness to do whatever it takes to do what needs to be done. Okay? And once you've done that, you're going to select those best ideas. And once you have your multiple ideas, you need to be able to identify the best ones. So once you pick from the best, pick